We live, my peoples. Pardon me, I'm sleeping. We back.
Never left. Salute.
Back at it, people. We back at it.
I'm reading the Gerald Freeman salute. I was reading the little chat going on. What is good, man? Did you watch the fight this morning, Blue?
No, I missed it, man.
Yeah.
I went to sleep super late. It was my wife. It was my wife's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And then last night, so I went to sleep late. Got up some semi late, and I had to go to the store, return some things.
Mm-hmm.
So, I missed everything, man. But I saw he got the knockout though.
Man, Jao Batai is really a problem, bro, out here, man. He's really just different.
And I want to see him versus Zordo, man.
Yeah, me too, man. But there's rumors, circulating about David Benavidez has got his crosshairs on some cruiserweight action too, which I think is going to be interesting because you're looking at that. Why? You're supposed to be looking at obviously David Morrell, but also you're supposed to be looking at Better Be Even Bivol, the winner of Better Be Even Bivol. What you looking at a cruiserweight division for? I think that's interesting. You know what I'm saying? Why are you looking over there?
Right.
I don't understand. You don't want to fight Better Be Even Bivol?
I don't think he's gonna go that route. You know what I'm saying? And salute to everybody in the building, man. Much love to each and every one of y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Yeah, I know. 4K says that blue version of the Shiesty.
Yo, I told you, bro.
Man, that's what. Hey, man.
You look like he holding some people for ransom over there. You look like he about to be like, listen to me. I don't want to say this twice. I need $100,000 in $5 bills tied up, and you know what I'm saying?
Man, the heat in my office went out, and my heaters is not working. I only got this little heater, man. And in New York, man, in New York, man, it's like, what the degrees is like? It's like 20 degrees right now. It's super brick, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? And it's nighttime already, so y'all already know it's extra cold, man.
Yeah.
My wife was like, man, you better come home.
It is cold, man. I don't know what it is right now. If it's like 20 degrees, but it's cold. It's cold out here too.
Yeah,
real cold.
My wife like, man, you better come home. So
what's the temperature out
here? I'm pretty brick right now, people. Sorry about that. But man, we got some action, man. So a member from Tank Team hits me up. He's always talking about I'm capping, I'm always lying, and he got 10,000. He's always critiquing me.
Mm-hmm.
I actually told him to come on here today.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I run businesses. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's like, he run businesses, so on and so forth.
He ain't got no time.
He ain't got no time, but he always in my inbox. Ain't that amazing?
Just enough time, a little bit of time just to get in your inbox, but not enough to
he got time to be in my inbox, but he ain't got time to come on here. He got time to always tell me how I'm capping and lying and making up stories and so on and so forth. So I tell him to come on here. You know what I'm saying? I told him I got $500. Let's bet $500. He said, how we going to do this? I said, we put the poll up. You know what I'm saying? We put a poll up, $500, right? Now he never answered me. But then he sent me another message that I'm capping. You know what I mean? So I'm always capping in his eyes.
But what's the argument going to be about? Salute Fred Notaro. What's the?
I told him it could be about anything he wanted to be about. I don't even care. You know what I'm saying? Anything he always say I cap, right? Oh man, you lying, you capping. And I asked him, what am I capping about? What did I lie about? And he never gives an answer. But every day he's telling me how I'm lying and I'm capping, right? But never giving an answer, right? My little cousin this and little cousin that, and so on and so forth, right? Okay. sending me pictures of him and Tank, and I told him, listen, I'm not interested in men.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? To each his own. It's just not my prerogative, right?
Right.
So don't. Why you sending me pictures of you and Tank on vacation and you and Tank hanging out and you and Tank, bro? Just tell me what I'm capping about, what I'm lying about. You know what I'm saying? So saying all this to say, people, and I was telling this to Clay. He says that he's guaranteeing. Watch what you're gonna say. I'm guaranteeing you we fighting Keyshawn or Shakur next. I guarantee you that. That's what he guaranteeing me in my inbox.
That's what's up.
Now, he's legit family to Tank Davis, right? As I told you guys, he's continuously sending me pictures as if we on some sort of dating website.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And we're definitely not. You know what I mean? And you know, I told him he can reveal himself. You come on here and you know, you speak your piece and show the world who you are, and you know, take it from there. You know what I mean? So then I told him, you know, my co-host Clay Moraine could handle, you know,
The moderation.
he could be the moderator. You know what I mean? Then he proceeded to tell me that Clay is going to be biased. Man, come on, man. They use the same talking points all
I'm
the
not
time.
judging. I'm just
Right.
moderating.
But here's the thing. How could you be biased if he come in here and going to tell truth? You can't be biased against the truth.
Yeah, I mean, I could be a liar, but I'm not. So
right. You could be a liar, but then the whole world going to know you lying.
Right, exactly.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, I'm not going to do that to myself. So
right. Yeah. So what we're going to do is sit here and cap. First of all, it's not in Clay's nature. It's not in my nature. We don't sit here and cap. That you look at Clay's platform and watch his platform and his videos. As a matter of fact, go subscribe to my brother Clay Moraine. Let me pin this link up in the chat. You can see from his content that's not what he does. That's not who he is.
Right.
Right. It's not who I am, and it's not what I do. People like to place these labels on us because they have an agenda. So if what the truth don't go with their agenda, then that makes me and Clay liars, right? Or capping or anything in the nature, right? But they can't ever, right? They can't never ever prove it, right? Because they have an agenda. They have a goal that they're trying to achieve. And that's all good. To each his own. We don't knock anybody. To each his own. But y'all just knock on our door. I don't bother. I ain't in this brother inbox. He in mine.
Right. Yeah, I'm not on your channel, on your chat, you know what I mean, spamming you with trolling you or doing nothing like that. So
right. Yeah. So the brother's in my inbox. So I tell him, okay, since you're in my inbox, then no, let's make it public. Don't sit here and talk. Stand on your square. Let's talk this in front of the world. You see, it's easy to go ahead and tell the world, oh, when you behind closed doors, you don't do this, you don't do that. Well, let's do it in front of the world and see what really comes of it. Right? I always say this, right? Chris, like, what's up, family? I always say this. Say it out loud to yourself in the mirror before you say it out in the public. Reason being, because you know, when you by yourself, things sound great. You know what I'm saying, in your head, and you know, goals and so on and so forth. And then when you put them in the public eye, it don't come off the same. It don't have the same, you know, you can have a whole plan and then things change. So that's my thing. So I told the brother, well, he ain't even got to turn his camera on. Now I don't want to show my face. But you show your face to me. I could screenshot it and show your face. So just, you know what I'm saying? Speak your piece or get out my inbox. That's what I told the brother.
Right.
Because you dudes make no sense. So he's guaranteeing. So he's telling me, man, you lying. Tank wanted to fight Shakur right now. So I said, why didn't he do it?
Why didn't he send the offer?
Why didn't he do it? Oh, because the business. I said, okay, so then what did I lie about? That's my whole point. So my whole point was that the business is holding him back. So what did I lie about? Either he wanted to make the fight and he couldn't because they didn't have the finances to back him, or it's the opposite. Which one is it? It can't be both.
Yeah.
So does he want to make these fights happen, or do he not want to make the fight happen?
And you know what he didn't say? He didn't say, because Shakur ducked him and said he ain't going to fight him right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? He didn't say that.
He told me they doing him dirty. I said, well, then what did I lie about? Because that's what I've been saying.
Right.
From the moment that they said that the Toyota Center was a fall guy and all this, I said, no, that's not the case. I've been saying this from the very beginning. From the very beginning. So what is there to lie about? Don't have no need to lie. So he's guaranteeing me. So I said, now, what if he don't do it? You guaranteeing me he going to fight Shakur or Keyshawn next. Based off of what? So I asked him, what changed? Clay, what changed? What is going to change from not fighting him this fight to being able to fight him next fight? What has changed? Did they get new investors? Is he going to suddenly deal with Turkey?
Right.
What changed?
Right.
Something has to change behind the scenes since you're saying he wanted these fights and couldn't make them because of the business, then something about the business has to change behind the scenes if he's going to fight them in the next fight.
Right.
And then he says, well, now here goes the contradictions all the time. He said that he gonna fight them before he retire. I said, I thought you said I lied. He said, what you mean? I said, Tank himself just said, he said, I never said I gotta fight them before I retire.
Right.
Now you telling me he said he's saying it. Well, he told us that in the gym. I said, well, why did he publicly say the opposite? I said, this is the thing. This is the thing, Clay. These are the people that Tank be talking about when he say he don't like to rock with y'all.
Yeah, because y'all put his business out there.
It's not only that, Clay, they put words in this man's mouth.
Right.
And then they don't want to hold him accountable for the words he puts in the universe.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get mad at people like myself and you, Clay, for pointing out the obvious.
Right.
You said on multiple occasions that you had to fight and you wanted to fight these guys.
Right.
It's on record. Then you turned around and said you never said that. That is also on record. So how is Blue the liar? How is Clay the liar? How is anybody else how are we the liars? We're just going off of what he said.
They want to, when they hear the observations, they just hear an attack. And their instinct is to defend the attack, but they're not using their critical thinking skills to dissect and separate the attack from the observation, right? So the attack is he's whack, he's trash, he can't fight nobody. As soon as he get in the ring, he's gonna get spanked. That's why he a coward, because that's an attack. An observation is Tank said he wants this fight, said that he wants to knock these fights out before he retires, but he goes and he makes a fight with somebody who's not on the list. They always talk about this list, and he's not fighting somebody on the list. Why? Oh, the observation is, clearly he's not the one who doesn't not want the fight. There must be a problem facilitating the fight. Oh, there hasn't been an offer sent to Shakur Stevenson. Well, why hasn't there been an offer sent to Shakur Stevenson? That's probably why the fight's not happening, being that Shakur's confirmed that he's ready for the fight to happen. He's just waiting on the offer. Now you hear all of that and you start to put that together into Tank ain't scared to fight nobody. Nobody said Tank is scared to fight anybody. You just went completely above and beyond what the whole entire observation was and turned it into an attack that says that he's scared, that he doesn't want to fight these guys, that you turned it into that. That's not what it was about. It's about trying to figure out the whole entire structure behind why a fight that he says he wants to have is not happening.
Right.
It's that simple. Now, here you are admitting that he said he wants to fight these dudes. And now you're even ready to stand on business and say you're guaranteeing that he's fighting these dudes next. Well, I got people who I was cool, that I'm still cool with that on that camp, who thought he was fighting Shakur next too. That thought he's going to fight one of these dudes next too. But look, come to find out he's not. You know what I mean? There's a whole lot of things that are happening that that both sides should be able to be on a common ground about, because we should be here for Tank. I'm here for Tank when I'm talking about this, because I'm like, yo, bro, they're holding him back. They're tying his hands. They're making him look crazy out here, which is why he's expressing the frustration with the whole industry. When he's talking about his frustration with the industry, he ain't talking about me and Blue. He don't give a damn what the hell we saying. He's talking about the people who actually have a finger on the pulse of the trajectory of his career. You know what I'm saying? The people who actually can affect him are affecting him in a way that he's frustrated with. He's not frustrated with us sitting here having this conversation. He don't even give a damn. He's not even watching us talk. He don't care. He care about the bottom line, the actual truth, the sustenance of it all, the tangible part of this whole entire process that's getting in his way, not paying him what he wants to get paid, and also not helping him facilitate the fights that he wants to get done before he leaves. Take it for whatever it is. But you guys sometimes you're defending phantom arguments, and you're not giving you're not part of the actual real argument. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You're not part of the real argument. You're making a fake one, and I got to sit here and you put me on this side of an argument that I'm not even on. I'm not even in that argument or having that conversation. So how am I supposed to defend something that I'm not even bringing up?
Right, because they too busy, Clay, being defensive instead of being reactive.
Right.
They're being defensive instead of saying and listening. They're just immediately being defensive. Oh, you hating on? How are we hating on Tay? What are you talking about?
Salute Tay Tay. Who's Tay Tay?
Tay Tay Brown. Salute to the 11520. Peace of blessings, Queen.
Salute, Queen.
Yeah. It's freezing, Queen. It's freezing. It's nasty work. So, yeah, Clay, man. It's just, and here's the thing, Clay, that bothers me, right? Because, and this is something I have to get away from in 2025, acknowledging these things. You know what I'm saying? Because it just becomes nonsense, right? At the end of the day, right, we need to get the fights that we want to see, period. I don't care what route, because Clay, I don't get $1 from him. You don't get $1 from them. I don't care what route they take to get there, as long as they get there.
Yeah, man. I mean, look, I'm be honest with you. The moment he said that he's just trying to get his and bounce, I left him alone, bro. I mean, do I want to see him fight Shakur? Yeah, bro. But at the end of the day, listen, man, if you're on your way out, you're on your way out, man. Good luck, man. You know, there's a lot of boxing going on. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's just like, that's just how my mind is wired. It's like, there's enough boxing going on. If you're letting us know right now, F those fights, you're not fighting those fights. All right. I'm a little upset, but I'm not going to keep bothering you about something you don't want. Listen, I need you to want to do this, because I need the best version of you. I want a motivated version of you in the ring to see these fights. I don't want to see some whack fight. I don't want you to lose that fight and the excuse be I wasn't even focused on that fight. I only did that for this, that, and that reason. I'm okay, bro. Get your legacy, get your money, work out your business properly with the PBC. Make sure you're getting the best out of it that you can get. We'll watch those fights as well, because you're an exciting fighter to watch. We'll watch them. We'll critique those fights. I'll leave you be when it comes to that conversation. You know what I mean? Keyshawn looks like he's ready to become a champion and fight all the fights we want him to fight. You're going to push to make them all happen. So we'll watch Keyshawn do it. You know what I mean?
And another thing he said, right? And then we shall move on. Another thing he says is that, oh man, you lying about him with Coach Calvin and Kenny. Again, what is there to lie about when he's purposely putting up photos with him training with Coach Barry Hunter and Boogs in DC?
Right. What are you saying about that? I understand. What is he saying? You saying?
Because I said, because people keep asking me about him training with Kenny and Calvin, right? It's clear there's issues, trouble in paradise, clearly. Right. And now he's purposely putting up these pictures with him in DC at the Headbangers Gym. Whether he stays there or not, who knows? And again, like I said this before. This is nothing new that he's training with Headbangers. He's always trained with Boogs and Coach Hunter and Headbangers. He's always, experiment, or I don't even know the right word to use, but he's always did that, right? Whether he's with Calvin or not, you know what I'm saying? He's always, trained at, but you look at a lot of his pad work with books.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's always done it. You know what I mean? And so it's not a surprise, it's not a shock. You know what I mean? But clearly, I don't know if he's with them or not, but clearly there's something not right.
I mean, if he's normally doing that, then I'm not, like, I don't know. I couldn't imagine. I would hope he wouldn't, to be honest with you, that he wouldn't separate from the guys who's been with him since the beginning, right at the end of his career. You know what I mean? When he's talking about making this his last year and he's going to retire, why separate from the people you've been working with? But
Right. Exactly.
I think the trouble in paradise can spread into multiple different parts of Tank's situation. You know what I mean? Because clearly, if the money, you see, once the money starts getting played with, Blue, once the money start getting played with, everything is on the table, bro. Relationships get burnt down over money, bro. And if whatever Tank is feeling, naturally anybody under him is going to feel, because I'm sure he's going to adjust accordingly to what his situation is. He's not going to keep it the same way. You know what I mean? If I was paying you $200,000 per situation, or, you know what I mean, and my money's not coming the same way, you're not getting that. You know what I mean? You might be getting something else, and maybe you might feel like they ain't got nothing to do with you. But newsflash, yeah, the hell it do. I'm gonna make sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure it does, because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, shit rolls downhill. You know what I mean? The doo-doo rolls downhill. So there may be some confusion and some a little bit of indifference going on in there. Is it enough to translate into like the team separating and going in their separate directions? No, because slow dough's better than no dough, right? We're not gonna throw we ain't gonna throw the baby out with the bathwater. You know what I'm saying? There might be some like conversations that I'd rather not have, and maybe some headbutting going on a little bit in the background. But does that affect the actual assignment for everybody involved and understanding how that works? I would hope not. I would hope it doesn't affect the assignment, but time will tell. You know what I mean? But I could imagine, I've always felt like Tank has gotten into a place in his career where he's not really into conversating with the people he's always been conversating with. You know what I mean? He's isolated himself. He's put himself in a situation where these people, he only building with these people when necessary. He's not just doing it freely. You know what I mean? So that speaks volume within itself. You know what I mean? Just to let you know that something has changed even there. So for there to be issues with his current arrangement, and him not wanting to, like, you know, build with the people that we think are around him, because that's another thing. I think we think people are around him that aren't necessarily around him by design from him. You know what I mean? I think he's made up his mind a long time ago to not be surrounded all the time by the same people no more. His mentality has either elevated or at a minimum evolved into something else that doesn't provide the same space as it did back in the day when he was right underneath their wings and under their titty. You know what I'm saying? Now he's his own man. He got his own children. He has his own idea about how to invest his money. You know, he's not for everything he was before. People evolve, and not everybody going to the party, right, Blue? Like, not everybody gonna make it. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody can't go.
Everybody can't go. You know what I mean? He's in that chapter in his career, and him even deciding to retire this early may be a reflection of that as well. You know what I'm saying? Like Sean Porter kind of did that, right? When he decided that his situation and his relationship with his father was going to change as far as trainer and fighter was concerned, he didn't go and find another coach. He just retired. You know what I'm saying? He just walked away from it, because he probably said to himself, I'm not going to go through this whole thing again, trying to get that rhythm that I have with my father, that understanding that I have with my father. No, I'm just going to go ahead and retire. I've made enough money. I'm not going to move forward. He may be feeling the same way. I'm headbutting with these dudes, you know what I'm saying, regularly. They're getting on my nerves. They're saying things I don't want them to say. They're putting out certain narratives that I'm not necessarily co-signing. And you know what? This is how I'm going to handle it. I'm going to give them we're going to do one more year, make it happen, and then boom, I'm heading in my own direction.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
G tatted up, nephew on the super chat, dropping that Cinco. I want to send a super chat. Peace and blessings to Unc and Clay. Much love and respect. Much love, family. Rod Holtman, my brother in the super chat. Much love. He said, all I wanted from Tank was the hit list. That's the only thing we wanted from him.
I didn't even need the whole hit list, but I did want a good portion of it. Like, I didn't think all of it would get done. I figured something would happen at some point somewhere. But I'm like, go and knock out 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, put an effort in.
Yeah. Ray Davis, what's up, family? How you feeling?
It's good, Ray.
Yeah, man. So that's all. You know what I mean? That's all. All I want to see is him fight the best. I don't care what route he take to get to the best. Just give us the best. That's it. That's
Right.
all.
Right.
I don't care what route he takes. I don't care how he gets there. I don't care about none of that. I hope he get $200 million to fight each one of them, and I hope they get $200 million to fight him. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see the best fight the best as a fan of the sport of boxing.
No doubt,
That's
no
it.
doubt.
That's all. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all. Lucas Media, brother in the super chat. He said, salute, family. So moving right along. So Clay, before we move along, what's the percentage and the chances you think that he actually fights one of them next?
I'd hope the percentage is pretty high. I think it's a higher chance that it'll be Keyshawn before it's Shakur. That's what I believe. And I would hope that it's high. I think it is. I think it is high for Keyshawn. You know what I mean? I believe it. I believe it.
I hope it to be true.
I think he needs to make a big fight in order to get the money. I think all this has something to do with each other. You know what I'm saying? I think the big money's with the big fights. He's not necessarily as legacy driven as we'd want him to be, but he is money driven. And if the money is aligned with the biggest fights being made, there's a good chance that his next fight is going to be one of the biggest fights, just based off of his, one of the money.
Yeah. It's just for the fans, man. Salute to Victory, Rocario. Salute, much love. Love you too, family. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to see the best fight the best. I don't care how we get there. I don't care what we do to get there. I don't care about none of that. All I want to do is see them in the ring. Salute to the chocolate queen making for 50% of the queens of the ring. Nick J. She's in the building.
Salute to the queen.
She said, I'll believe it when I see it. No faith.
I understand where you're coming from, Queen. I don't even knock you. I understand. Fool me once, you know what I mean? Fool me twice, I get you.
Yeah, man. It's just we just want to see the best fight the best. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It ain't nothing wrong with that, man. You know what I mean? Well, let's move on to Captain Teofimo Lopez.
So sad. So tragic.
This guy, man. This guy.
Killing his career, man. Killing his career, bro.
He needs to just go ahead and be quiet. Shouts out to Ness. Shouts out to the Boxing Voice. Much love to them. They had Teofimo Lopez on today. And he said some diabolical things, as usual. Diabolical things, as usual. This dude can't help himself, right?
Yeah, he turned on his whole entire. He doesn't even realize it. Maybe he's realizing it right now at this moment, but his own fan base is having a hard time standing behind him. He's embarrassing them.
Yeah, he's embarrassing. He's embarrassing his last name.
Yeah, he's embarrassing his daddy, bro.
Yeah, he's embarrassing his last name at this point in time, right? Now he said, right? For one, he says something that was absolutely silly, right? He says, back in the days, you used to be able to race bait. Now you can't even race bait. These dudes are soft.
Yeah, bro.
What?
Yeah, you're supposed to be a thinking man. You're talking about, so back in the day, they used to be slaves. Back in the day, there were cops beating on. Like, what are you talking about back in the day, bro? What he just sounds, oh, bro sounds dumb, bro. Legitimately. What are you talking about? What are you talking about back in the day, bro? Be honest with yourself. What are you talking about? Because it was done back in the day. Now, so what else you wanted to come back from back in the day? What else is it that happened back in the day that you feel like should be happening right now that you should be able to do? Should you just be able to straight call somebody a straight, use the hard R and hey man, you damn nigger? Should you be able to just go all the way in the spirit of making a fight? Right. Stop acting like you smart, bro, because you look dumb when you do this stuff.
Right. So he says back in the days, you was able to race bait in boxing. Right. Now, here's the thing. With all these people, this is why I tell people, right? Mm-hmm. you absolutely have to pay attention to these people that push narratives and push a line, right, up here on these social media platforms that claim to be, uh, 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 into the sport of boxing, and so on and so forth, right?
Mm-hmm.
They always turn out to make themselves look very silly. That's why it's always best to be neutral and be for the love of the sport, not up here race baiting the sport. Okay, not trying to use race as a means to get subscribers and views and so on and so forth, to get people on your side, or the Latino fan base, right? You're trying to get the Latino fan base on your side, right? It just makes you look silly. Okay, now you had all these people, right? You had all these people talking about Devin Haney ducked Teofimo Lopez. Now, as Clay so elegantly put it, why would they take a deal, a lesser deal, to compete on Top Rank when they had an offer from Turki Al-Sheikh, His Excellency? Go ahead and explain that, Clay.
Yeah, why in the world would Bill Haney and Devin Haney have a deal on the table by Turki Al-Sheikh, and we can say that number is probably north of $3 million apiece, right, to make this fight? Just safely say that, right? And I only use that number because I'm hearing that's a number that he just turned down after he's obviously currently just ducked Subriel Matias. But let's just say that this number was like north of 3 million, right? Mm-hmm. Why would they walk away from that guaranteed money that was on the table from Turki Al-Sheikh to come and play the odds at Top Rank that they're going to sell X amount of pay-per-views with a fighter in Teofimo Lopez who's never even been on a pay-per-view, no less headlined one? You know what I'm saying? To bet on that, to receive a percentage of that pay-per-view after we go over 100,000, and not only receive a percentage, but receive the lower half of a percentage of a untried true fighter. When I have Turki Al-Sheikh, who's clearly the money train, that is where the money's at. What is the likeliness that Bob Arum is offering a more lucrative deal than Turki Al-Sheikh, who's given the biggest paydays out in boxing? Why in the world would Devin or Bill Haney agree to do something like that? It makes no sense. I'm going to add on to that and say this. The reality of the situation is Bob Arum ain't playing games with Teofimo Lopez, and Teofimo's been shooting at everything outside of Top Rank's reach, trying to do something outside of Top Rank and make some big super fight, and Bob Arum is not letting that slide, right? So what Bob Arum's replied to an offer by Turki Al-Sheikh is, you ain't going to fight over there. If you're going to make that fight happen, you're going to make it happen over here. You know why? Because last year you gave me Jermaine Ortiz, a fight that most people, a lot of people felt like you lost, and you gave me Steve Claggett, a fight that nobody cares about. You're not going to get your biggest fight with Devin Haney, make it a pay-per-view, and go do it somewhere else, bro. That's not happening. So This is what I'll do for you. I'll throw an offer to Devin. I'll make you the A side since you think you're important. And if Devin takes it, that'll be your opportunity. And Bob knew when he put the deal on the table that Devin and Bill wasn't going to take that damn offer. That's why he's been ready. And I've heard through the grapevine that Subriel Matias has been in negotiations with Top Rank to put this fight with Teo. Teo's been running from Subriel Matias for a minute now, bro. He knew Subriel Matias was on the plate. He knew he was next up, and that's what Bob was trying to put him in and line him up with. He knew it, bro. And that's why he's been calling out Terrence Crawford, calling out Jerron Boots Ennis, calling out Brian Norman, and then he walked away from that. And I also know why he did that as well. He actually clarified it on that interview, but I've been known that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? I've been known if he went and got a new title on the Top Rank, he was going to be signed to extra fights automatically. You know how I knew that? Because Brian Norman told us that's what happened when his son picked up his WBO title with Top Rank. Remember? He explained that's the way the business model works over there. If you get a championship, they're going to add 3 to 5 fights extra on your fights. I already knew that, Teo. I already knew that, even with your fake retiring, right? But at the end of the day, I think the most significant thing about this whole entire process is, Teo, you're not going to stay 27 years old forever, brother. You'll eventually be 28. You'll be 29. You'll close your eyes and you wake up the next morning, you'll be 32 years old. I hope you don't look back at your career and been a coulda, woulda, shoulda dude and been somebody who actually did work in the ring and earned his accolades, rather than trying to trying to run all the way through town with this Lomachenko victory over your head like it's the flag that can't be denied, like you're the best person in the world, because you're riding that into the sunset. Clearly, you're taking that Lomachenko win and turning that into the end-all be-all and you sprinkled a little bit of Josh Taylor over the top of it. You know what I'm saying? And you think that's the end-all be-all. You think you're somebody who everybody around you, except for your fanatics and your fanboys who will sit there and support anything you say, anybody who has any type of real finger on the pulse of your career, Bob Arum, those people, Todd DeBuff, those people are letting you know every day you ain't like that, family. You not like that. And you seem to think that you can extort the boxing game out by not fighting. Are you crazy? We will look right past you, bro. We will look right past you, bro. We will look right past you, bro. We don't care like you think we care, bro. You about to play yourself. You might have already done it, but you haven't done it. I'm letting you know your trajectory is running into whatever zip code plane yourself exists in. You about to play yourself, bro. We don't care like that, bro. We're going to watch Keyshawn on February 14th. We're going to watch David Benavidez fight David Morrell on February 1st. We're going to watch one of the best cards in Riyadh on February 22nd. Brother, you will get forgot about. We don't care. And we're going to have to show you better than we can tell you, huh? That's how you going to carry it. I see. We're going to have to show you better. Keep on doing it. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see.
And here's the thing. This is how you know he was capping from the very beginning. Because, Clay, he said he didn't fight Brian Norman because if I fight Brian Norman and beat him, then that means Top Rank gets 5 more fights added to my contract.
Yep.
Then he proceeds to try to break it down. He's not so smart guy. Not so smart guy. See, anybody that use their common sense can think about this. He goes on to say, see, that's why I don't want to fight with Top Rank for a title. Excuse me? Now, if you don't want to fight for a title, how you was fighting Terrence Crawford?
Oh.
How was you going to fight Jerome Boots Ennis?
Jerome Boots, right.
How was you going to fight Devin Haney? Because the WBC would have reinstated Devin Haney.
100%.
And if you win those fights, last time I checked, Clay, wouldn't that make you a world champion?
100%, a unified champion.
Unified champion.
With Devin, at least.
So then that means they would have extended your contract, which tells us you never wanted to fight them to begin with. You was capping.
I wonder if he knows he's capping. I'm telling you, I'm watching Teofimo speak.
He don't know, Clay.
He don't even know that it don't make no sense what he's saying. That in plenty of other scenarios, he's in the same situation.
Clay, because he is the epitome. He is the face of not so smart guy.
Yo, he might be one of the, yeah, bro. I mean, Teo, oh my God, bro.
He's not only a fight, bro. He's the president.
Fight, bro. You're a boxer, bro. You're a boxer, bro. Fight the fights, man. Fight, stay busy, build it. Stop this business savvy thing you're pulling off. You look crazy, bro.
He said he wanted to fight Tank. You ain't got no belt at 135, so if you fight Tank, Tank got a belt. That will make you a champion if you won.
You ain't getting out of it. You ain't outsmarting Bob Arum, bro. You not like that. This dude's been doing this since Ali.
He not outsmarting nobody.
Nobody, especially Bob. And
he only outsmarting himself. He making himself look silly.
They're looking at you and they're just waiting for you to either cook yourself or come out of the dark so that we can start making fights again.
Right.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Oscar and Ryan Garcia. Very similar, but Ryan is way smarter. But the same thing, Ryan had to kind of figure out how to work around it. And Oscar always sat comfortable knowing, like, bro, you're not getting out this contract. So you can keep on doing these antics, saying these things. When you're ready for a fight to be made, let me know. so we can make a fight for you, bro. I got a contract with you.
Top Rank gets extra.
Let's listen to this. Go ahead.
It was I couldn't express this, okay? And this is it. Every time I win a world title, Top Rank gets extra 5 fights.
Now, first of all, he started this off, Clay, like you see, again, it goes back to what you said. He's trying to be smart.
Right.
What did Tank say the other day? You can play dumb. You can't play smart.
Nope.
You can pretend to be dumb. You can't pretend to be smart. He's trying to pretend to be smart.
100%.
Right? Now he's claiming that he's in court with Top Rank. Right? But you're doing it publicly. Bob Arum was a whole lawyer.
Yeah, like what lawyer do you have that's telling you that what you're doing makes sense? If you are really in court with them and got some lawyers on it, what lawyer ain't saying you're killing our case, bro? You are running your mouth and destroying our chances of winning this thing. What's wrong with you?
Hence the reason why he's trying to tell the world, I could say this publicly, freedom of speech, because he's trying to say there's things that they telling him he can't say. But let's listen.
It was I couldn't express this, okay? And this is it. Every time I win a world title, Top Rank gets extra 5 fights. So that means that's more in the loop with them. You see? So if I fought for the Norman fight, they got an extra 5 fights with Teofimo.
So for those that don't know, it's a contract extension anytime you win a world title.
Anytime I win a world title, and it's not 1 fight, it's an extension of 5 more fights.
Jesus.
Now, exactly. So you guys got to understand, these people, listen, it was a win-win-win case scenario for them when I fought Josh Taylor. They said if I lost to Josh Taylor, I get the pink slip and my stature, everything I built, my pedigree,
stature,
my stock, everything will go down along with my name. From 2.5, 2.7 to maybe $50,000 fighting on club shows.
Now, let's just stop right there. Isn't this the same guy that told the world he never made $1 million?
100%.
This is the same guy, right? Salute to L-Dub. He said Teofimo hired Canelo lawyer Greg Smith, who got him out of his Golden Boy deal. Canelo had an actual case. This dude don't. Canelo had a case that they was taking money from him allegedly, right? This dude don't have no case. He said, and he's on record, I never made $1 million. Now he's saying he made 2.7. Which one is it? Now he's saying he didn't fight Brian Norman because he won the title. His contract gonna get extended for 5 fights. But you publicly pushing for a Terrence Crawford fight. Who's the champion? You're publicly pushing for a fight with Devin Haney, who's champion recess in the WBC, said that they would reinstate him. That would make him a champion in the unification bout. You're publicly pushing for a Jerron Boots Ennis fight. Jerron Boots Ennis is an IBF champion. So if you beat him, that extends your contract. You said that they told you they're going to give you your walking papers if you lose to Josh Taylor. But you knew if you beat Josh Taylor, they was going to extend your contract for 5 more fights.
Right. So why didn't you just,
So why did you push for the Josh Taylor fight? Because it was him and his daddy that kept telling the world Josh Taylor was ducking them. So where's the smart business in this? Where's the smart business?
It's hilarious. It's you're playing yourself, bro.
Right.
I mean, and I really believe, like, even if this lawyer, if for real, right, L-Dub? If this, I was literally thinking that for half a second, I had to bite my tongue because I was like, what?
Right.
Anyway, but that was diabolical for me to think that way. But at the end of the day, what are you gonna do? So you're gonna leave Top Rank, right? You're gonna get out of Top Rank eventually. I believe you will. Now, no, I think you're gonna have to fight Sabril, or you're gonna have to fight somebody. But that being said, after you get out of this Top Rank deal, where are you going now? What are you about to go do? What's this game plan? Are you going to Oscar? You going to go to Golden Boy? Is that what you're going to do? You're not going to go to Golden Boy because Canelo don't like Golden Boy, and you're Canelo's new fanboy. Which way did he go, Mike? So what are you going to do? You're going to sign to Canelo? Canelo's going to sign you? Eddie Reynoso about to sign you? What are you going to do? You going to go to Turkey? Because I seen you sent Turkey a peace be upon you. You know what I'm saying? A salah that you sent him. Is that what you're doing? You going to Turkey? Turkey going to sign you? He going to make you an ambassador? Maybe he does. I don't know. Maybe he does. But it's interesting to see that you're so delusionally. This dude is like under so much delusion because he thinks he's somebody who he's not. And he's not being who he actually is, which is a great boxer. Like, be a great fighter, continue fighting. But you think like you've made it. You think you're Tank. You think you're Canelo. You think you're Bud. You think you're you know what I mean? You think you're Anthony Joshua. You think these fake undisputed titles that you carry around that nobody recognizes. And that's one of the worst things we ever did, Blue. The boxing space, the worst thing we ever did was empathize with that man's undisputed argument. Because even I empathize with it a little bit. I'm like, okay, technically, I see where you're going with it. All right, yeah, sure. Josh Taylor was undisputed, but he was stripped of his titles. You ain't got the belts, but yeah, nobody else beat him. He was undefeated. Okay, all right. You know, in spirit, technically speaking, in a way, I see where you're going with it. But that was the worst thing we ever did to you, right, Tio? Because you get on every stage in front of every microphone, let them know that you're a two-way class undisputed champion, don't you? Don't you go and let everybody who will give you 2 seconds to give you to let you hear for them to hear what you say. Don't you tell them with no reservations, with no perspective, with no context. You'll tell them that you're a two-way class undisputed champion. Yeah, we messed you up, didn't we? We messed you up with that one, bro. But tolerance is a mother, bro. You know what I mean? Spare the rod, Blue. You know what I'm saying? When you spare the rod, bro. Don't they talk about this in the Bible? How you raise your kids? This is what they talking about. When you spare the rod, you spoil the child. You know what I'm saying? And Tio won't moving around like a real spoiled little baby right now with his feelings hurt. Brother, you are showing mental weakness at the highest level. And we've been talking about this forever when it comes to Teofimo, Blue. Let's be honest. He's always had the skills. He's always had the pedigree. But where have you always been weak, Tio? In your mentality. Mentally weak. Emotionally, always emotionally triggered, right? Black people are emotionally triggering you because of something that may have happened with somebody you loved. I won't go into it. That's not my business, right? But black people clearly have you triggered. Puerto Ricans got you triggered, so you threw shots at them, right? Your feelings get hurt, right? That's why Keyshawn had to confront you on the stage to ask you what the hell's wrong with you. And you was trying to act like you was smart reading the book with the big words in it. Remember? You had the big words in the book because you're a philosopher, right? Philanthropist Teofimo Lopez. No, bro. Teofimo Lopez is a boxer, bro. Could be a pound for pound boxer if he would just be active in the ring and make the fights that are legitimately there for you to make instead of reaching out to make fights that are nowhere near your zip code. We're going to have to show you, Tio, and I have a feeling we about to show you. I have a feeling you about to push it and you about to find out. I really got that feeling. He about to find out, Blue. He about to find out. So sad. He about to find out. We ain't tripping off you like that, bro. I saw that text message he put up saying, I'm flattered that everybody wants to see me fight. Do we? Do we want to see you fight that bad? I mean, we do, but do we? Do you think it's that serious? Is that what it is? You're flattered? Okay. Well, we're going to make sure we don't have you flattered no more because once again, we're gassing you, right? You think we want to see you fight that bad that you're going to, what do you think we're going to do? Go out with pickets and protest in front of Top Rank and say, give you your money? Brother, we need a DJ Khaled button. Congratulations. You played yourself.
You played yourself. Hit the play. You absolutely played yourself, man.
We need to, I'm going to put the Khaled. Congratulations. You played yourself.
Right. Right. So he just contradicted himself. He don't even, again, like I said, Clay, he doesn't even pay attention to the things he says. He just says them. Right? Because that made no sense. If you trying to avoid a contract extension with Top Rank and Fighting Champions automatically extends the contract with Top Rank, then why would you be out here calling out the champions? That makes no sense. Because that's automatically going to extend your contract with Top Rank.
Yeah.
So that makes no sense. Exit the red. What's up? Much love, Kev, my brother in the super chat. Much love, family. Dropping that cinco on to the super chat. He says, salute, Blue and Clay. Salute to you, family. You see what I'm saying, Clay? So you just played yourself.
Yeah, it's bad.
That's what you did.
It's bad. It's embarrassing, man.
Yeah, he makes absolutely no sense what he's saying. He's running around telling people that you should be able to race bait. That's ridiculous in itself.
Yeah, that was crazy when he said that. And he tried to make us sound crazy, saying the world has changed, man. You can't even race bait no more. I'm like,
right. The world's changed.
What?
You can't race bait no more. What?
He's sick to his stomach. Can't even do it. Can't even do it. What are you talking about, bro? Who's talking to you? Who you confiding in?
Right. It makes no sense. This dude makes absolutely no sense, man. None. So it just goes to show for all those people, right? For all those people that was claiming that Devin Haney was ducking, Devin Haney was duck Teofimo low, all these platforms, they have an agenda because they don't like Devin Haney. So they tried to tell you, oh, Devin Haney ducked Teofimo Lopez. He ducked the contract. Bob Arum said this. Now what? Because Top Rank just came out today, didn't they, Clay? And they said that he turned down the biggest deal of his career thus far.
$3 million, bro.
To fight Sabril Matias.
So, and I'm telling you another thing, Blue. You been ducking Sabril, bro. You been shook to fighting Sabril, bro. You been shook.
But to make it worse, though, Clay, Sabril Matias ain't a champion,
bro. That's the irony behind this. This is an example. This is a little example of you playing yourself, Teofimo, right? Because you tried your best to get around the Sabril Matias situation, but at least last year when they were trying to put that fight together with you and Sabril, at least he was an IBF champion at the time. It'd have been a unification title fight, and you would have had some accolades. And 140 could have been on fire. You could have been running 140, especially on the back end of a lackluster Devin Haney performance. You had an opportunity of a lifetime to make the biggest fight possible at 140, but you try to skip out on it and try to play politics and look at it. Now they got him on the menu and he don't even got a title.
Right. It don't even make sense.
You don't even got a title.
So Sabril Matias, you're going to make the biggest money in your career. Like he said, right? Didn't he say Devin Haney was going to make $3 million? He turned it down. He ducked. Now make this make sense, Clay. You get ready to get that same amount of money to fight a non-title fight to defend your title. So you don't got to worry about. So Clay, you win the fight, right, Clay? You don't got to worry about your contract being extended.
Oh yeah, exactly. I didn't even think about that.
Right.
That's a perfect fight for you to fight.
That is the fight, right? You don't have to worry. Your contract is not going to be extended. He's not a champion.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
make it make sense.
Yeah, it won't make sense. So at the end of the day, it just won't make sense, Blue. It just won't make sense because the reality is, T.O. is playing, and he's playing make believe. You feel me?
Right.
He's doing make believe. He's watching Muhammad Ali back in the day. He's watching Ryan Garcia doing what he did. You know what I'm saying? And he's playing make believe. He's acting like he's somebody who he's not. And it's turning bad for you, bro. It don't look good. Even your supporters, bro. I seen one of your main supporters have to call it out today, didn't he? Are you gonna cut him off now? You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna talk to him no more because he had to keep it real. Shout out to him because I gave him props for keeping it 100 and just being like, this is getting crazy.
Right.
You know what I mean? He had to even keep it 100. Like I ain't gonna put my credibility on the line. I still got to be out here.
Right.
I got no excuses for this one. I can't even make no excuses for this one. You walked away from that?
Right. Which was his highest offer, his highest payday. 8K Crowder, what's up, family? Right? His highest payday. Okay? And a non-title fight. So he's going to get paid the biggest paycheck he's ever got paid. He don't have to worry about his contract being extended.
Mm-hmm.
That's the perfect fight.
Except for that Sabril Matias is the boogeyman, ain't he, Theo?
Right. So now they saying So now they're saying that Teo made a counter offer. And Top Rank rejected it.
Right, because it's probably ridiculous.
Right.
It's because he's going to give the counter offer like Floyd Mayweather's counter offer would be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's going to give the counter offer like, you know what I'm saying? Like Canelo would do it. He's going to make a counter offer because he's Top Rank's last hope. Did you see the tweet he put up about the fact that Top Rank is going out of business with ESPN and they need to, you know, keep a Teofimo Lopez around as a basically as a factor for a bigger company, an investment company to pick them up on a network, or, you know what I mean, to get a network deal the same way PBC needed a Canelo and a Gervonta Tank Davis. So he's playing that game, right? This is the last year and they need me here. They're not going to get a network deal. Brother, they already good.
Right.
Are you crazy? They're about to go over to the zone, bro, and be right there with Turkey Al Sheikh.
And he's working with Turkey Al Sheikh, the man that he said that Turkey offered him an offer, which would have been perfect for him, but he turned it down.
Crazy, bro. You playing yourself. I already see it, man. It's sad.
It makes zero sense. And the thing is, right? The thing about it is, when you have these people, that's the thing that's just nasty work and it's disappointing to me, and I can't stand it, Clay. Is when you have people out here pushing these agendas. They went on this whole rant and spiel, right? That Devin Haney was ducking him and Tank Davis, all these people is ducking him. Only to come to find out that this dude never had intentions of fighting them ever. He couldn't have, Clay. How could he have intentions of fighting him if he said he was trying to avoid having his contract extended with Top Rank? Yeah. He could have never wanted to fight Terrence Crawford. So now let's back it up for a quick second, right, Clay? Mm-hmm. What was the point in race baiting then?
Because of Ryan?
No, but Clay, he said he was race baiting to promote boxing, remember? I'm just using it to promote boxing, man. It's boxing. I'm using it. Ness said, so you using it to try to get the fights. And he said, yeah, it's boxing. That's what he said, right, Clay?
Right.
So, but you never had intentions on fighting any of these fighters that you was race baiting.
Right.
Because they all champions. K Muller, what's up?
Yeah, it's difficult to or you didn't have no plan. You had no plans on winning none of the fights. Either way, right. I don't know.
Or you gonna do it what L Dub said you was gonna take a dive.
Right.
You understand?
It's sad, man. It's sad. It's sad because I don't think he knows what he's doing, man. I think he's pushing it, but man, we'll see. Tio, please move us on. I just want to see you fight, bro. So whenever you're ready to fight, let us know what the fight's gonna be, and we'll watch that.
Yeah, it's just nasty work, Clay.
We'll watch the fight, bro. Whenever you're ready. I have a feeling we ain't gonna see you this year. But we'll see.
Yeah, no. Remember, he then turned and said that. So Ness said, "So you're gonna stay inactive, right?" And he was like, "Oh, I got to do what I got to do until I get to where I got to go."
Okay, so he's about to go to Boo Boo Andrade way.
Right. Well, the quote unquote Andre Ward way, right?
Oh, okay. That's how you see it. Okay.
Right. I guess that's the route he's planning to go. The Andre Ward route. You know, Andre Ward, Mikey Garcia, and they sat out. Right. So he planning to sit out and hold out. But again, you see, like L Dub said, right? He hired Canelo Alvarez's lawyer. But he don't have a case. Canelo did.
Let's see.
They just see. Here's what the problem. This dude don't even understand. He don't understand how the law works. He don't understand anything, Clay. So they just made you the biggest. So now when they go to court, they're gonna say we made him the biggest offer of his career in a non-title fight. So it's not like he could say they trying to hold me. No, you wasn't going to get extended. Non-title fight, right? And we was giving you the biggest payday of your career. So what you going to go to court and say what? You being mistreated? How? Man up, what up, nephew? You can't go to them and say I'm being mistreated. Because we just offer you the biggest payday in a non-title fight that don't hold you, don't bind you to extend with us. In a fight that you asked for publicly, Sabrina Matias. We giving you what you want. How could you take us to court and do what?
You ain't gonna get out of an obligation unless you can prove that we abusing.
Exactly. Another thing, Clay. You said you wanted Devin Haney. He's not very smart, Clay. Now Bob Arum could say, Turkey Al-Sheikh, His Excellency offered you a fight with Devin Haney. You said you wanted Devin Haney. You came to us and said you didn't like the deal they was offering. You wanted to make a deal for Devin Haney. You publicly said they made Devin Haney a great offer and Devin Haney turned it down.
Yep.
So we gave you what you wanted, and you said he turned it down. Top Rank can't force him to fight you.
See what L-Dub put in there?
What he said?
He said both team of Catterall and Barboza have requested the fight to be for a WBO interim on February 15th. The WBO will make a decision soon. So the WBO about tired too. They about done too.
Yeah.
They about done not getting money off that damn belt.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Yep. It's amazing how fast a fight gets made when two fighters are serious. 100%. 100%, man. It is what it is.
Right.
It is what it is, man.
Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? So it don't make sense, man. This dude is just making a mockery of himself.
Yeah, it's not affecting anything either. It's more just a spectacle. It's not affecting nothing.
No.
It's a spectacle.
No. You know, but it goes back to what I was saying. He's proven to just disrespect the black people, and he looked for a reason, you know, to say it. And Ness saying that, you know, oh, see, that's what I thought. You was just using it for. No, but Ness didn't think. He's not using it for promotional purposes, because if he was, then he contradicted himself. Then, because how is he looking to fight those guys? Those are guys are champions. So now here's the thing, Clay. If I'm Bob Arum in Top Rank, Todd DeBuff, and I get you a fight with Terrence Crawford, Devin Haney, and or Tank Davis, and you win the fight and you become a champion, what you think they're doing? Of course they're going to extend you.
And period.
And what argument are you going to have then? What case are you going to make to say, hey, they didn't hold their word? How? What argument are you going to have then? Right? Because we got you, we giving you everything you're looking for. Didn't they, Clay? You asked for the Devin Haney fight? We made the offer. Right? You asked for the biggest payday? We made the offer. You asked for a non-title fight so your contract don't get extended? We gave you that. So, therefore, what argument do you have when you go to court? You don't have none. And you dealing with Bob Arum, who's a lawyer. And Bob Arum has some very good relationships in the law firm. You think you're going to win the case again? Why do you think it took Mikey Garcia 2 years?
Yeah, he's good, man. He's a was he part of the DOJ?
Yeah, why you think? Yeah, it took Bob Arum. It took Mikey Garcia 2 years. How long it took Andre Ward? 2 years.
Yeah.
They don't play them games.
You gonna play the game? Play it, bro. Let's see what you do, bro. And then you have the nerve to try to put the pressure on Andre Ward to interview. About what, bro?
Right.
You ain't doing, what are we interviewing you about?
Right. Exactly.
You're not fighting Terrence. You're not fighting Boots. You're not fighting Devin Haney.
Right.
You're not fighting none of the, you're not fighting. What are we going to interview about? About what?
Right. Exactly.
You want to sit there and give your philosophies on camera when he asks you and give those long, stupid answers that don't even make sense?
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what you want? You want somebody to interview about that? Bro, you're not interesting like that, bro.
Yeah.
Stop it.
It's nasty work. Salute to Andre Bree, brother, in the super chat, dropping that Cinco. I want to say the super chat. I truly hope Devin Tank, Shakur, Hitchison, and Keyshawn does not give Teofimo a fight. Freeze him out. Don't give him no payday. I agree with you. I'm torn with that, right, Clay? A part of me says I agree with you, and the other part is I want to see them fight him and beat him. Right, so I'm in between with that.
You know, they're gonna fight him, bro. I'll watch it.
Yeah, I want to see. He's a great talent. He's still a great talent. I want to see them fight him and beat him. He be doing all that talking. You know what I'm saying?
Like Tio, you would have got way further and been like, "Hey, Andre, I was wondering if you can give me an interview. I got something I want to say." No, you're not humble. You like, yo, how come you haven't hit me yet, bro? I'm a superstar. You're really drinking this Kool-Aid, like.
No, but then he said, then he had the audacity to say, you only have black people on your platform. That's nasty work. It's nasty work, Clay. But Clay, let's get out of here, man. I'm freezing, man. I got to get out of here, man.
No doubt, man. Good building with you, man.
Good. We'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna fix this heater, man, early, man. This is nasty work, Clay.
It is brick outside. You can't be in no place without no damn.
No heat. Man. Yeah, man. I'm freezing, man. I'm in here looking like the abominable black snowman. You know what I'm saying?
I guess we got some snow coming tomorrow too.
Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all coming through, man. Hit the subscribe button. Go subscribe to my brother Claymore Rain. The link to his channel is right there in the chat. Click that link. Subscribe to my brother Claymore Rain.
You guys, man.
Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV. All one word. It's me and my brother Clay. We'll be back on tomorrow. I gotta fix the heat, man, because this is uncomfortable. But we'll be back on tomorrow, one way or another, whether I'm in this office or I'm at home. So we'll get this all fixed and squared away, man.
Early.
Our Thursday show. So what time are you coming on tomorrow, Clay, for your show?
Late, yo, I've been coming on at like 1:45.
Yeah, I see you later and later.
Yeah, I got 1:45. I went because I was like, you know what, the West Coast. I usually go at 10:30 in the morning, but everybody on the West Coast, you know, I'm probably gonna catch me because it's like 7 o'clock in the morning for them.
Yeah.
So I came on at 1:45. So probably like 1:30, 1:45 again. It's been a good turnout.
Okay, so we're gonna go at 5:30 tomorrow.
Easy.
So me and Clay we'll be on at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. At 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. So make sure y'all tune in at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Me and my brother Claymore will be on, and you going to run 1:30 on yours?
Yeah, like 1:30. I'll put the thumbnail out tonight, so you see. Yeah, about 1:30.
Okay.
You in Cali, Clay? No, I ain't in Cali, man. I'm over on the East Coast, but that's what I'm saying. When I be on at like 10:30, I don't never get none of y'all. So,
yeah,
I'll get y'all late. Like if I go on at 10:30, all of a sudden it start populating heavy like about 12.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's super brick out there, man. But I appreciate y'all coming through, starting up, holding us down, showing us love. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon, and get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. So we got for y'all. We gone.